Hey guys, this is Kay and welcome to my channel Ikigai. Before introducing myself, let me give you a brief about my channel. Ikigai simply means a reason to live. It refers to having a direction or purpose in life. And through this channel, I'm trying to find my Ikigai and help others in finding one too. My topic for today's podcast is fears. So, without any further delay, let's get started. Sometimes I feel like I'm walking alone on an empty road in the night. There is a calmness in my soul, and as soon as I start finding my comfort in the dark, my heart starts sinking and my fears start crawling beneath my body. This feeling is exhausting as well as comforting. Fears. Fears are the driving force for our actions. Whatever we do, right or wrong, they are driven by a fear somehow. Like, it's our fear of failure that pushes us to the limit that we work really hard. The fear of being left alone in the end pushes us to seek comfort in the people around us. The fear of not being able to have a good and comforting life in the future pushes us to go beyond our limit and we do things which we never thought we are capable of doing. Just like a coin, everything has two aspects, a good and a bad. And I know all of you must have heard this saying a lot, that excess of anything is bad. And as I mentioned above, how having a fear in our mind can help us to do certain things which we never thought we are capable of doing. But we cannot look down to the fact that many times our fear pushes us to the point that we start feeling a numbness in our body. We are caught in a web of our own thoughts that we don't know how to escape. When we start ruminating about certain thing, we start developing a fear in our mind of the same. And it can exhaust you to the moment that you feel like giving up on everything. You'll not care about your aspiration, hard work, or anything. I'm sure, at times you must have felt like giving up on things you have literally craved for, just because your fears asked you to do so. And let's assume, in the heat of the moment, you let your fears and thoughts overpower your reasoning. And you took a certain decision following that. But ask yourself one thing. Will you be able to bear the consequences of that particular action? Or will you be able to undo your decision? We all went through so many difficulties in our life. We can say that everyone is fighting their own battle silently. But the only thing that can make a situation a learning or a burden is your approach towards it. What sort of approach you have towards things can matter a lot at times. As whenever we came across any difficulty in our life, we can have two approaches towards it. First, negative approach. Second, positive approach. Negative approach would make us think that why this thing is happening to me, or what wrong I have done that I have to face this. While on the other hand, the positive approach would make us think that what this particular incident is trying to teach me, or how it can help me to grow as a person. I remember my mother saying this to me one day, that जब जब जो जो होना है तब तब सो होता है. That means things happen and they will happen with their own pace. But what makes the difference is your approach towards it. So, I would like to end this podcast by saying one thing only, that getting scared about your future is one thing, but letting your fears overpower you and ruin your present is another. And one should be rational enough to balance it. Thank you guys. If you like the podcast, then please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. This is Kay signing off.